This title is narrated with virtual voice, computer-generated narration for audiobooks. Agnes and the Twisted Truth by Jane E. Drew. Chapter 1. Gracie Fitzgerald entered Quinn's office with a guarded look on her face. She was 12, tall and slender, with long dark curly hair and large brown eyes that manifested her intelligence. Quinn rarely saw children, but she knew Gracie's grandmother, Sadie Fitzgerald, quite well and had agreed to see the young girl. Sadie Fitzgerald was precisely the woman you would picture owning a bookshop. She was in her 60s, with a good mind, a good sense of humor, and an avid curiosity about life. A pair of wire-rimmed glasses perpetually perched somewhere on her nose. Quinn was a frequent visitor at her little bookshop. Over time, they had become quite good friends. Sadie would occasionally put the kettle on in the little room at the back of her shop and invite Quinn to have tea and a chat. She would bring out 2 small wooden chairs from the back. Then she would make a space for them to sit their cups on one of the book-laden tables. Sadie had mentioned her granddaughter many times, but Quinn had never met her until today. Gracie had lived with her grandmother since she was 7. Unfortunately, Sadie's daughter, Mia, had made a series of bad choices regarding men. Gracie's father had left before Gracie was born, and Mia's next boyfriend had neglected Gracie entirely. Whenever Mia was involved with a man, she neglected her daughter. Finally, after a long visit with her grandmother and being a strong-willed and practical girl, Gracie had, at 7, refused to go home at all. Without saying a word, she pushed her mother away whenever she came near her. After a few days of this, Sadie pleaded with her daughter to let Gracie stay with her permanently, and Mia finally agreed. Quinn invited the girl to have a seat. Gracie promptly plopped into the chair opposite Quinn's. She then began twirling a piece of her hair. Her face was expressionless, and she made no eye contact with Quinn. "It's nice to meet you, Gracie. I have heard so much about you from your grandmother." Quinn smiled as she spoke, hoping to put the girl at ease. Gracie looked in Quinn's direction, still not making eye contact and still not speaking. "I'm guessing this is probably uncomfortable for you. I know I would feel awkward sitting in a stranger's office, not knowing what to expect. I just want you to know that I don't have any expectations apart from wanting you to feel safe here. Anything you tell me is just between us." "Really?" Gracie looked just the slightest bit interested. "You mean you're not even going to tell my gran what I say?" "No, I won't even tell your grandmother. It has to stay between us." Quinn smiled again and then asked, "Do you like school?" Gracie brightened a little at that. "I do like school. I have 3 best friends, Tori, Neve, and Lennon. We've been best friends since the 3rd class." Quinn laughed softly. "You know, that is quite a coincidence. I've had a best friend since I was about that age too. We lived together on a farm a few miles from Ballyfrannan." "Why do you live with your best friend? Aren't you married?" Gracie looked at her questioningly. "Well, I was married, but my husband wasn't who I thought he was, or who I wanted him to be. Anyway, we divorced a long time ago. Fiona, my friend, and I have both gone through a divorce, and as I'm sure you can tell by my accent, we're from the States. Fiona and I visited Ireland, and well, I guess we fell in love with it. We bought a farm together, and honestly, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Fiona and I have always had much in common, even as children. Both of our fathers were alcoholics, and our mothers were pretty neglectful." Quinn broke her rule of not sharing her personal life, hoping this would help Gracie realize that, unfortunately, Her situation was...
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.